garden tour time. Sorry for the noise, but it's just part of it. It was a hot day and it's cooling down this evening, so it's garden tour during rush hour. Anyway, so let's turn you around and see what happened in the garden this week. Alright y'all, so we're starting with the pumpkin plant. I like my idea of spreading it out among the purple flowers. So it's loving this idea. And then the dandelions are just growing like weeds. And then the Spanish lavender and mint over here are doing very well. The zinnia is about ready to be picked, and it's got another one ready to start blooming. And then this is my favorite, y'all. Look at all these zinnias. They're the firecracker zinnias, and they all bloomed all at once. Isn't that so pretty? And then the marigolds just decided to all bloom at once too over here on this one plant. And then just because the way the weather was this week, I'm down to one zucchini plant. That's part of it, y'all. But that's okay. It's just the way it goes some days. Let's take you over to the other part of the garden. And excuse the AC unit, I got mine turned off. But my neighbor's got hers going, which I don't blame her. We got hot today. So our watermelon plant, y'all, look at this thing. It's just going and going and going. So here it is compared to my hand. And it's not ready to pick yet. They say once the closest little curly to it, which is not this one, once that fully dries out, that's when it's ready to pick. So it's just not ready yet. And then unfortunately, don't know if y'all can tell, but these got infested by spider mites this week. So I am working on them. In fact, I'll do another solution tonight and get this plant back to full health, because all the other little baby watermelons that we're trying to make it, they're dying out. But that's okay. I'll get it treated and we'll get this plant healthy again and be able to enjoy lots of watermelons. And then here's our first tomato plant. It's doing very well. And here's our next tomato plant, also doing very well. And here's a baby watermelon plant doing well. And then our lemon balm is still doing very well. Just keeps on growing. And then here's our first pepper plants. And y'all, guess what I started discovering this week? Can you see it? Can you see it? There's a tomato in the garden. Actually, there's quite a few. So the tomatoes are coming on, y'all. And then here's our next watermelon plant. And another pepper plant. And then look, y'all. Can you see it? There's more tomatoes coming on. Yeah, I was out cleaning the garden and didn't realize how many tomatoes were actually coming on, y'all. That's crazy and it's awesome. I love it. And then here's our parsley, just doing really well. I have been using some, but not near enough. And then here's our other pepper plants. I transplanted them. I've got lots of flowers coming in on both plants. And then here's our mint and rosemary doing very well. And then y'all, this cucumber plant is going nuts. Look at all those flowers. is crazy. And then here's another mint plant. And then here's our other cucumber plant. Look how nice and healthy it's looking. And it's got flowers in there too. And then the geraniums are staying healthy. The catnip's still doing good out here. I gotta water the mum really well this evening, but I got the other flowers off of it. The purple cone flowers hanging in there. And then y'all, look at the jacaranda. I love it. The reason I'm growing a jacaranda is because they're very common in Australia, where my honey is. In fact, they have jacaranda festivals, and they grow as tall as our cottonwood trees do here in Texas. But I am keeping this as kind of a bonsai because it cannot take our winters. So every winter I bring it in and almost kill it, and then it survives and flourishes during the summer. And then up here, there's our aloe plant doing so well. And our basil, I'm about to get some good clippings and start them new for some friends that want some basil. And our Spanish lavender's doing awesome up there. And then this set of zinnias is all about to bloom. So they're gonna probably be ready to bloom this week. And then the calendula is just, I'll probably pick the dead part of it out. And that's okay. And then our currant bush is hanging in there. I'm watering it more, and it seems like it's helping it along. And then, remember how I said the watermelon plant got mites? Well, so did the bean plants. And this is what we're down to. It's basically a seedling version of a bean plant. So Maria, you were right about the beans being the first to harvest. In fact, I had one before I took it all the way down. So I will get seeds in the mail for you. Nothing from the infested plant, but seeds I had originally. And then here's the other plant I just transplanted. That's from my neighbors. And I keep forgetting to get the name of it, y'all. I'm going to try next week. We'll see. And then the celosia also was infested. And so I just got all the infested leaves off as best I could. I'm going to treat it tonight. And then here is a new setup. I have the aloe over here and here. I kind of liked that because it was getting kind of junky over in that corner. I got enough stuff over there, and I had that little stand there, and that was just way too much. And then unfortunately I let the catnip dry out and then over soaked it, and so it died. So I'll put a little bit more in there later this weekend. And then the last aloe plant is doing amazing, y'all. Okay, let me turn you around and we'll talk about this week. Alright, y'all. So this week in the garden was definitely dealing with that pesky spider bite. But I know a solution, and I am going to use it. I'm going to try it. I saw it from another gardener. They use dish soap. They use a spray bottle. They use water and a little bit of rubbing alcohol and fully coat the leaves. Let them sit for about 10 minutes and then wash them thoroughly off and really get the soil good with neem oil. And then I'm going to see if it helps these plants, because I really want these plants to stay around instead of having to reduce them like I did the bean plants. But I hope your week in the garden is doing good. Everything else did wonderful. I'm so excited that those tomatoes are growing like leap abound. But I hope you have a great week. And as always, if you like this video, hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell. And remember, if you ever want to get in touch with me, I have all my contact information in the description below. Y'all have a great week, and I will see y'all Wednesday for the weekly health update.